When it comes to environmental legal compliance, you might be excused for thinking that it's not something that you have to worry about. After all, you're not a lawyer. You're not employed to make sure the company does the right thing environmentally, are you? Are you? Well, yes. Yes, you are, actually. It may not be written in your job title, but it certainly should be written in your job description. Everyone must comply with environmental regulations. This includes business owners, managers, supervisors, and all staff. Even contractors and subcontractors are responsible to do the right thing and comply with the rules. You may think that responsibility for the environment falls at the feet of the boss or the CEO, but that's definitely not the case. It's crucial that you know the facts. There are potentially serious consequences for anyone breaking environmental laws. Anything from pure incompetence or negligence to a simple accident can be punished. It doesn't matter what the reason for the issue, problem, or maybe even disaster. You could find yourself being prosecuted, facing a heavy fine, or both. You could even face the prospect of a jail sentence. A lack of knowledge about environmental laws and requirements is no defence. Prosecutors may not even have to prove that you set out to deliberately cause the damage or that you intended to create the pollution. Compliance starts with good environmental management. By gaining awareness of the laws that affect the business you work in and how your business has the potential to affect the environment, you can avoid problems in the future. The Protection of the Environment Operations Act is a piece of legislation that covers waste management, water, land, air and noise pollution. It's important to become familiar with the legislation. Have you heard of the term due diligence? Due diligence, in simple terms, means to take all reasonable steps to avoid a problem. That is, every individual and business should do what they can do to cover all bases and make sure that everything is done correctly and by the book. Make it your business to understand what your role is in these matters. Make sure there is an environmental improvement plan in place. If there isn't one, then suggest it to your senior. Keep records of regular inspections and maintenance, waste disposal receipts, site audits, staff training records, risk assessments, anything that relates to good environmental awareness. Be confident that if a problem does occur, that it's not down to your mistake, your department's flaws or your site's lack of procedures. Notify the correct authorities if there is an issue or a threat to the environment. If you have concerns about something, speak to your seniors, make yourself heard. Your voice can be the one that avoids a catastrophe of some kind. If there is a breach, then make sure you contact the correct authorities immediately. You have a duty to notify them as soon as possible. By delaying or simply not bothering could result in further environmental damage and more trouble for you or your employer. The bottom line here is pretty simple. Know the laws and make plans to adhere to them. If you and your colleagues do everything in your power to avoid a problem, then the likelihood is that there won't be a problem.